Hey guys, welcome to a new series of videos I'm thinking about doing. I'm basically just going to be talking about some games that I've purchased recently and basically what I've been playing for the last month or so. So I'm going to start off with what I've purchased recently. Right here I have Spec Ops The Line, the Premium Edition for the PS3. Bought this at GameStop on sale. It was like $10 off. The reviews were alright about this game. The gameplay was kind of generic, not anything too special, but the story's supposed to be really good. So that's what interested me. It's about a bunch of violent sandstorms hit Dubai, and this city basically becomes a wasteland. The U.S. military sent in to do an evac, but it fails, and they're not heard from for like weeks, and so they sent in a Delta Force team to investigate, and that's where you pick up. Haven't finished it yet. So far, the story is actually pretty interesting. I would definitely qualify this as a thinking man shooter. It's a third-person cover-based shooter. A few tactical commands that you can give to your AI squad mates. But again, combat's nothing too special, but the story is what's keeping me playing this, and I'm really interested to see where this goes from here. And as part of the premium edition, it includes the FUBAR pack, which is all multiplayer stuff. And as I don't feel like I'm gonna really jump into the multiplayer that much, so I'm planning on going ahead and giving this code away. Let's see, it includes double experience for 1 week. The AK-47 unlocks at rank 1, clan accessory packs, and the officer class unlocks at rank 1. So if you are interested in this, sorry, PS3 only, go ahead and send me a message to my inbox with your PSN tag, and I will go ahead and send it to you in a message. First come, first serve kind of thing. So that's that. The other two games I bought recently are two DS games. We have Thor, God of Thunder for the Nintendo DS. This was like $10. I bought this because I'd heard some good things about it, surprisingly. And I've been wanting to play it for a while because from what I'd seen of it, it's basically looked like a kind of a old school 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up. The bosses like take up both screens, so that's pretty cool. It just feels like a game that would have been at place on the Super Nintendo or the Sega Genesis. I'm in the third world. There's 3 acts per world. It's getting a little bit repetitive. There's not a whole lot of attacks you can do, but it's pretty fun. And for $10, I think this is worth it. Yeah, so, you know, if you're looking for a superhero Marvel game, you could do a lot worse than this. I can't say anything about the 3DS version because I haven't been able to find any footage of that, so I don't know how good that is. The other game I bought was a Pokemon Platinum. I've just recently been playing through Soul Silver, and I basically finished that. Just trying to level up a bit more to take on Red. I kind of put that one down for a while, so I don't think I'll be coming back to that for a while, but we'll see. This is the 4th generation of Pokemon, the games that I've never beaten. I've played Diamond on 2 separate occasions. I've never owned a copy, but my brother had it, and I borrowed it from a friend when I first got my 3DS. And I've never been able to finish it. I've always gotten stuck just because it's always bored me. But I figured this is the penultimate 4th generation Pokemon game. So I'm going to finish it. We'll see where it goes. So far, I am noticing there are a few differences from Diamond and Pearl. I couldn't really tell you what they are since I haven't played those ones in a while, but you know, it's a capable Pokemon game. It's a little bit hard going from, I just played Soul Silver, and before that I had played Pokemon White. Pokemon Black and White are definitely the best so far, and going back to these old ones is a little bit hard, but after a couple hours you get right back into it. So far this is pretty fun, and hoping I can actually finish it this time. So next up is some games I've been playing recently. I'm actually juggling quite a few titles right now, which is unlike me because I don't usually like to play a bunch of different games at once. So for one, Call of Duty Black Ops. I don't actually own a copy of this anymore. This is my brother's, But for some reason, the other day, I was possessed that this is like the only Call of Duty where I haven't beat the campaign on Veteran. And I was just like, I'm going to do that because I'm a little bit of an achievement whore. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and play through the campaign on this again on Veteran. I'm on like the 3rd level. We'll see if I run out of steam before I finish, but I've been playing that. Resistance 3. I just recently beat this. Definitely the best of the trilogy. The Resistance trilogy is an interesting thing because it's always been just shy of being, I think, a blockbuster AAA game. I really found the concept of it interesting and everything. I own all 3 games, and I own the Resistance title for the Vita. But I'm really interested in the universe. But like Resistance 1, I got almost like the end, and it was probably one of the first PS3 games I got. I got almost to the very end, and then just other games came along, and I just kind of lost interest. So I never finished that. And Resistance 2, by the time I picked that up, it had aged surprisingly not that great. And I remember reading the reviews even when it came out, and people already were saying that it wasn't as great as Resistance 1. And I don't even know how far I got in that one, maybe like halfway through before I stopped. But this one is definitely the best of the bunch. And this is actually pretty cheap now. I can't say much about the multiplayer. I bought it used, I know. And so I don't have the online pass, but it had a co-op campaign, which I played one level with a friend. That's online and split screen, so that's fun. And the story is pretty good, and graphics are still pretty nice. Gunplay is always as fun as ever. So definitely, if you're a fan of the Resistance series or you're looking for some kind of post-apocalyptic game, this has some great story, level design, guns, just everything you're looking for. And it's fairly long, too. These next games, I've actually been playing with my girlfriend. She's been getting a lot more into games lately, so together we've been playing the Little Big Planet Game of the Year edition. We actually beat this one not too long ago. Definitely a really fun game. However, I don't know how much I can recommend getting this in the light of Little Big Planet 2, which is what we've moved on to playing now. Of the two, Little Big Planet 2 is definitely the superior one. Little Big Planet 1 has some difficulty spikes that to me are just super annoying that I'd kind of forgotten about since my first playthrough of it. This is only the second time I've played through it with my girlfriend. The first time I was just alone, forever alone. But it's just interesting. This one's probably pretty cheap now, and like the unlockables and stuff that you get in this one carry over to Little Big Planet 2. So I mean, if you could find this for really cheap, it might be kind of fun to have if you're really into, level customization options, costumes and stuff, to carry over onto here. That'd be maybe pretty cool. But of the two, Little Big Planet 2 is definitely superior in terms of creativity, level design, and just funner to play. And the last game on the list is Uncharted: Drake's Fortune. So the first Uncharted game. I'm a huge fan of the Uncharted series, and I've been trying to get my girlfriend to kind of play a shooter, and I figured this is one of the, it's not, I wouldn't qualify this as a complete shooter, but of course to her, if it's got guns, it's a shooter, but I would kind of consider this more of an action-adventure game, and she's probably about almost halfway through it, and I've been kind of playing it with her, helping her with some of the more difficult sections. This one is a lot more difficult than Uncharted 2 and 3. The aiming is a little bit more finicky, it's a little bit more floaty. I'd kind of forgotten about that, but the game is still pretty fun. And we've just been playing through that together, really enjoying it. If you have a PS3 and you haven't played any of the Uncharted games, I do think it's worth it to play all three. To just buy all three, start with this one. If this one kind of turns you off with the graphics and the difficulty and the floaty controls, just know that it gets a lot better with Uncharted 2 and arguably Uncharted 3. If you can make your way through this one, then you'll love the other two. But this isn't just something that you just suffer through, obviously. This is still a really good game. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, so we've been playing through that, and that's the games that I've bought / played recently. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.